Are the Miami Dolphins on the verge of a major shakeup? After another disappointing end to the season, whispers are growing louder about a potential trade involving a superstar wide receiver. Could this be the moment the Dolphins decide to part ways with a player who, despite his explosive talent, hasn't delivered in clutch moments? Stick around to find out who's at the center of this storm and what it could mean for Miami's future. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button to stay updated on all the latest Dolphins news. Hold on to your fins, Dolphins fans. As the dust settles on a heart-wrenching playoff exit, it seems the Miami Dolphins might be contemplating a bold move involving one of their star players. Could it be time for this explosive receiver to find a new home? With mixed performances and mounting pressure, the future is looking uncertain. Join me as we dive deep into the implications of this potential trade and what it means for the team moving forward. Make sure to subscribe and like to keep your Dolphins knowledge sharp. Dolphins Nation, we need to talk. The bitter taste of another playoff disappointment is still fresh, and now rumors are swirling about a possible trade of a key offensive player. Can the Dolphins really afford to keep a superstar who hasn't shined when it matters most? As we analyze the situation, it's crucial to understand the stakes involved. The Miami Dolphins are at a critical crossroads after yet another disappointing playoff exit, and all eyes are on Tyreek Hill. After his performance, it's clear that the Tyreek Hill experiment may not be yielding the results we hoped for. With Tua Tagovailoa and Jalen Waddle also in the mix, it raises the question, is it time to consider trading Hill? Let's break it down. Hill, who has been a dynamic player for the Dolphins, was a major factor in Sunday's loss. Tua's struggles were evident, but Hill's contribution, or lack thereof, cannot be overlooked. He was the target on 3 of Tua's interceptions, with indications that he ran the wrong route on one of them. If we're being honest, he didn't fight for the ball in critical moments. That final offensive play where he lost the ball to Derek Stingley Jr. sealed our fate. How can we rely on someone who isn't stepping up when it matters most? Now, the Dolphins have some impressive stats from Hill's time here, but let's face it, they've often felt empty, particularly in high-stakes games. Against the Bills, a team that has haunted us, he's only managed 415 yards and 2 touchdowns in his career. That's not the production we need from a player of his caliber. Tua's numbers when targeting Hill are alarming. Only 28.6% completion rate. Compare that to when he throws to others, and those numbers skyrocket to 81.6%. That tells us something. Hill and Waddle just don't seem to mesh well together, and it has become painfully clear. Should the Dolphins have traded Hill at the deadline? Absolutely. The value we could have gotten was far greater than what we might see this offseason. As Hill approaches 31, he's in the worst statistical season since his rookie year. He carries a hefty salary cap hit, and while cutting him isn't an option, trading him could free up significant space. The Dolphins need to make smart moves, and this might just be the best one. So, what's the verdict? Should we trade Tyreek Hill? I'm honestly torn. It's a big decision that could shape the future of our team. I want to hear from you. What do you think? Sound off in the comments with your thoughts and frustrations. Rumors are swirling about a potential blockbuster move that could change the dynamics of our beloved team. What does this mean for our playoff aspirations? Stick around as we dive into the details. And hey, if you want to stay in the loop about everything Dolphins, make sure to hit that subscribe button and leave a like. The buzz is electric in the Dolphins camp as we hear whispers of a major shakeup that could redefine our roster. Could this be the moment we've all been waiting for? With an eye on the postseason, every decision counts, and this one could be a game changer. Don't miss out on the full breakdown. If you love the Dolphins as much as I do, tap that subscribe button and give us a thumbs up. Hold on to your seats, Dolphins fans. There's a wave of speculation surrounding a key player that could soon be making headlines, and it's got everyone talking. How will this impact our chances this season? You won't want to miss our insights on this potential move. Be sure to subscribe and like the video to keep up with all the latest and greatest in Dolphins news. Aaron Rodgers is making headlines as he inches closer to New York Jets history, but there's a brewing storm within their wide receiver cores that could lead to some critical decisions for the team. After coming back from that devastating Achilles injury, Rodgers threw for 289 yards and 3 touchdowns against the Jacksonville Jaguars, showcasing that he still has plenty left in the tank. It's clear he's not just a figurehead, he's leading the charge, even rushing for 45 yards himself. But here's where it gets interesting. With the potential addition of his old friend Davante Adams, the Jets find themselves at a crossroads. Ian Rappaport mentioned that the Jets are already eyeing the future, hinting at the possibility of drafting a young quarterback, even if Rodgers remains on the roster. This leads to a pivotal question. Is Rodgers just a bridge quarterback now? Over the last 4 games, the Jets' offense has averaged 26.5 points, and Rodgers is on the verge of setting the franchise record for passing yards in a single season. He needs to average 240 yards per game over the final 3 weeks to clinch that title. But with that looming decision about the quarterback position, what does this mean for the team's long-term prospects? As a Dolphins fan, I can't help but watch closely. The Jets are trying to position themselves as contenders, but their quarterback situation is murky. Are they truly committed to Rodgers for the long haul, or is it merely a temporary fix while they groom a rookie? You have to wonder if this will affect their playoff chances. If they can't find the right chemistry with their receivers, or if Rodgers struggles, that could be a massive setback. So, what do you think? Was it smart for the Jets to even consider drafting a young quarterback while Rodgers is still in the mix? Personally, I'm torn. It seems like a gamble that could either pay off big time or backfire spectacularly. I want to hear your thoughts. Drop your opinions in the comments below. Don't forget to hit that like button, share this video, and subscribe to my channel so you never miss an update on the Dolphins and the NFL at large. And remember to activate the bell icon to get all the latest news. Let's keep the conversation going.